Tied around my neck into love. Take my breath. You're suddenly making no harm. Pulling back so I can breathe. The most beautiful eyes I've seen stare back at mine. You make this life worth living with your bonafide. Your heart's as pure as mine. If I'm gonna worship something, it's your love. Solitude. Precious alleviate the stress. A woman that pulls her own. You're not used to it. Now was accustomed to selfish love, crying myself to sleep. What a beautiful lullaby. That knows the world hates me staring back at mine. Don't know how I survive without your love. Intertwine, your heart is one with mine. I'm gonna nurture heaven to this
I just wanna sleep forever. I wish you'd come. Stuck inside a dream forever. Climb only to fall. I don't wanna bring you down, so I lock myself away. I told you I don't need your help, but now I wish you'd stay. I wish you'd stay.
Good day, everyone, or good night, I should probably say. It's really dark in here, as you can probably tell. And this is stream number three on April 11th. I was about to say, but it's actually not because right now it's April 12th, at least from where I am. If you're in the UK or if you're in North America or something like that, or South America, then obviously it's still the 11th of April. But for me, it's a new day. Uh, However it goes. It's a new life for me. No, but it's a new day. So I guess we can't call it three streams in one day, but we can call it two and then one in between 2 days, I guess. This is the third stream in a very short space of time. Kind of had to break them up a little bit to really like distinguish them from each other, I guess. But yeah, I got the day off. I like maybe you've seen the two previous streams from yesterday. In that case. But yeah, I think we should do another one. Happy April 12th, exactly. Happy April 12th, whatever it is we're celebrating. But it's gonna be a little bit of a chill stream here. I was planning on actually going to this website that I'm sure maybe a lot of you are familiar with. It's a really like effective website to use if you want to create I call it like rankings of stuff. Like things get paired up against each other, and you have to pick what you prefer, and then it's going to make a list at the end. And that's basically what I'm going to try to do a ranking for my personal perspective of the Eurovision 2023 songs. It's easier, less time consuming than for me to put together a video like it. And I figured it could just be like a little cozy thing to do here late at night. Let me expand a little bit on my thoughts and stuff like that, and really like get through the songs, have a chance to talk about them a little bit. You may end up disagreeing with me a lot. Who knows? But I'll just thought that I want to do it, so so I'm going to. And if you want to stick around for the ride, then I'm thrilled. We got 22 people right now who apparently want to stick around for the ride, and just as I say that, we're up on 29. So um I hope you're what's it called like ready to be a part of this little stream, I guess. Andy says, I knew Care Beer already, Groot. Well, me too, but I haven't been using it too much. But I figured today will be a bit of a not a test run because I've already used it once or twice, but um, like it's gonna be I don't even know what to call it. We're gonna use it basically today. I'm not too familiar with it, but I know how the whole concept works. Henny says April 12th means 2 weeks until my birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you, Henny. Maybe I'll be streaming in 2 weeks again, and maybe I can congratulate you real time. Who knows? That would mean 26th of April, right? So yeah, happy early birthday, I'd say. Um, yeah. Should we get into the whole concept, or is there anything we want to talk about, like here early on in the stream before we get down to the nitty gritty? I'm not sure. I don't really think there is. I mean, obviously there have been two streams today where we've been reading the BBC News reviews article, and I understand if like some people completely um, disapprove of what I of my approach to the whole concept. I understand that it's for entertainment purposes and stuff like that, that you just write articles like this. A few parts just kind of frustrated me, and that's, a me issue. If you disagree with that, that's completely fine. But I really think like if you're getting paid and your job is to basically review music for the general audience, then maybe you should try and be a bit not so black and white for many things. Like there were a lot of great stuff written in those reviews that I really appreciated, but sometimes I felt they were a bit harsh and very discreditive to the original artists and songwriters, and that's when I disapproved of it. But hey ho, we're all different. Um, 26th, that is correct. It would be iconic if you stream on that day, but I probably wouldn't be there to watch. My day would be, yeah, completely understandable. Um, I'll try to keep it in my mind though. Andy says Manchester City is such an artificial plastic club group. Well, I mean they do have a history. It's a pretty old club, but what they've become, um, obviously since 2008, is, I guess, what you'd call artificial and plastic. Those are your words, not mine. I still kind of like. I can't really say I have a soft spot for them, but I enjoy watching them play. I think they play a very attractive style of football. Um, and yeah, I usually put on their games because I think they're pretty great. Jason says, "Have you seen the vocals of Dion and Mia in Madrid? Can you sing so off because of in-ears?" Gustav talked about it wasn't the best technically, but he could manage because of his experience. Um, I mean, absolutely, you can sing very off if the technical stuff doesn't work. Like you could basically, if you have to like freestyle your song because you can't hear it, or if it's in a different tempo, so you kind of have to adapt to, or not tempo, what do you mean, like it's kind of on delay or anything, and then you kind of have to adapt to that. Like a lot of things can go very wrong depending on technical aspects. um I haven't seen the performance. I'm assuming from the way you commented it that it didn't go very well for them. But all of this is just for fun, the whole pre-party thing, and it's just to get some experience, um, to just kind of get into it, into performing and everything. And from what we remember when reading the article earlier today, we learned something, or well, I learned something about them. The fact that they weren't like a they've been paired up just from out of nowhere basically, and they maybe still kind of lack that just the chemistry between them and just getting to work with each other and matching each other. So I mean, there's still a month to go before, like, that feels crazy to say, it's less than a month away until Eurovision actually happens. But yes, a lot of issues can appear, Jason, from just technical side of things. Like the in-ears can cause you major trouble, of course, if they're not synced correctly. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like for now, we can just take it with a bit of like a grain of salt. Missed the earlier stream, was revising for an exam. Well, that's priorities set right, I'd say. This might be the first time I managed to catch the stream from the start. Really? Well, welcome to the start of a stream. Love Latvia's response to the BBC article. I haven't seen the response, but someone mentioned something about them posting an image of themselves with saucepans, which is kind of funny. You've got to be able to hear yourself while singing, especially in a large venue. Absolutely, absolutely. Sure, they were also nervous if because it was their first live performance, but technical issues didn't help either. Yeah, like it's just a lot of things going into one big mess, I guess. Um, Honestly, I don't like people put together just for Eurovision. Doesn't feel authentic. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, will you try going to Eurovision next year if Loreen wins again? I don't think so. I enjoy watching it on TV, but we'll see what happens about that. According to Eurovoix, ESC starts in 28 days. Terrifying. Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. That's 4 weeks, spot on. Wow. How could you tell if two artists have chemistry together or not? Well, you can kind of, I mean, it all comes down to subjective thing, but if they're comfortable with each other, you can usually see that on stage. Um, if they don't get along, you usually like you have to be a really great actor to put something like that to the side. I think it has to have like this natural feel to it. Um, so I mean, if you can kind of just catch a glimpse of them, and they're not like looking each other in the eye, they kind of like just unintentionally sheltering themselves from the other, then you can kind of see that. I think usually at least. And then also there's the whole chemistry with how the vocals match together as well. Like how do they sing together? Are they overpowering each other, or are they helping each other, aiding each other in the vocal delivery? So um, there's a lot of like a lot of parameters to fill out there, but you can usually tell like if it's really bad or if it's really great. Dion and Mia completely lacked chemistry. Makes sense that they were paired up for Eurovision. I haven't seen it, but I mean it's still early days. Can be polished. You could watch it on TV in the press room. Well, we'll see about that. Kaiser Zos asks, "Hey Groot, what's your real name?" Yeah, like Jay Sui says, it's Groot. I am Groot. I'm not revealing my real name. Sorry, Kaiser. Um, that's just my personal space. Henny says, "Really wish I could stick around and see how your ranking turns out, but I've got work tomorrow. Have a nice stream, everyone." Yeah, prioritize the work, for sure. Have a good one. Sleep well and get those hours in. J3, read his channel description. He is Groot. Yeah. Late 3 streams today. That's great. Well, you're here now. I mean, we started just like 9 minutes ago or so. So you're good. In my opinion, I think their qualification relies on set overall chemistry. It could be really heartwarming and or powerful, or a bit try hard and empty. Yeah, I mean, a lot will come down to how we see it live, of course. Wait, were Ilsa and Waylon dating or together when they were part of the Common Linnets? They had amazing chemistry. To quote your name, I have no idea. I'm not very familiar with how everything's going there. Sushi Visa currently packing, but got the stream on mobile. Well, that's one way to do it as well. Um, Peter says, "I love you, Groot." Well, I love you too, Peter. Thank you for sticking around on the channel. Um, it's really, really kind of you to say. Kaiser says, "I bet your real name starts with R." Well, you can continue to speculate. Um, oh, J says, "From what I've heard, Waylon and Ilse argued a lot behind the scenes and eventually broke up due to creative differences." It's interesting. They were not getting along from what I'm. Wow. So, good acting, I guess you'd say it, because they gave up a very authentic delivery when you saw them, I'd say. Jason says, "What is your opinion about vocals on tape? Finland 2022 had even cheering sound on the track." I don't mind it. I mean, like, I mean, obviously, like the main vocal track should be live, and if you have like vocal, like a like melodic lines that are produced in a way in the backing, like in the studio cut, if they're produced in a way that makes them authentic, then you should probably sing them live as well. But of course, there's a lot of like the modern production side of things have allowed vocals to be produced with much more pitch work, heavy reliance on effects and stuff like that. So I think that's completely fine if you incorporate it like that. You just think back to what Norway did in 2017. You can't do this vocal pitched chorus hook. If you would just sing that without all the effect work, without the what's it called, like the pitch work and the tuning of it, it would sound completely awful because it's used as an instrument within that case. Um, and vocals are part of an instrumental as well. So it all depends on basically what you consider to be the backing tracks. Obviously, the main lead vocal should be what's performed live, and then everything else comes down to interpretation, I guess. Starts with R. Does that mean your name is Rgut? Well, I never said it did start with R, did I? Ilse and Walo were a duo before ESC, though. Yeah, so they had more time to kind of click. To be fair, Simon and Garfunkel didn't get along either, and look at them. Same with Adam and Jamie from Mythbusters. Yeah, I mean, some people just click either way when they got on the stage. We'll see what's gonna happen with the Netherlands this year. Also note Chane and Nevergreen didn't get on when performing in a moment like this, but they came in fourth. Oh, I mean, there are always exceptions. Slovenia and Lithuania 2004, the perfect examples how not to do duo couple song. Can't really say that those have actually left an imprint in my head. Those duets. I just remember none of them qualified, right? Cool Brad says, "Hey Groot, what do you think about the shortened version of Due Vitae?" I think it's pretty good. It's a nice edit. I haven't listened to it enough to really like be very sure of what I think of it. But I think they cut out the parts that kind of I think they picked good parts to cut off because of their hand being forced basically. Um, well, I just okay. We're gonna move in. P Gunk asks, "No doubts about how amazing Lorene's voice is, but doesn't she overuse that echo effect on her songs?" Um, well, I mean, there's a lot of delay or like a lot of reverb packed on it. There's absolutely some echo in there and delay, but overusing. I mean, it's a stylistic choice, I guess. I think it works within the style that she's going for, but I see your point. I see your point. We're gonna see if we're gonna be able to get the basically the screen up here. There we go. Oh, it went really quick. Okay, I'm just gonna move myself here so we can get right into this. Obviously, this website, if you're familiar with it, you are, and if you're not, then you're not. It's basically Mr. Gerbier's Eurovision 2023 favorites sorter, united by sorting. Welcome to Mr. Gerbier. Oh, he's got a link to his Twitter as well. Eurovision 2023 favorite sorter. Are you still undecided as to who your favorite is? Look no further. This tool will help you get that sorted out. So if you want a recommendation, or if you want to make your own list and you're stuck, maybe you can give this a try. You can see the website link up here. This you are given two countries and their entries. Click which one you like the better and go on until the end, basically. This is a 100% accurate way to find out how you really rank songs. If you think the result is wrong, either you didn't choose an option correctly or you're lying to yourself. Seriously, folks, this is an exhaustive, methodical process. To share your ranking, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm sharing the ranking when we're streaming, but yeah, you can read all of that if you all of this if you want to. But apparently, you can now automatically see your personal qualifiers from each of the semifinals. Just check the box that appears after you've sorted all the entries. So yeah, that's a cool little detail. Um, and if you're on the Eurovision unofficial Discord server and want to use the sorter to update your rankings for the bot, you're in luck. I provided the code automatically for you. Just check. Yeah, this is for all of you who are on who use the Discord server. If you want to know about this, then read it yourself. But yeah, you got Mr. Gabriel's Eurovision favorite sorter is powered by Eurovoix, and you can follow him on Twitter if you want to. Um, and yeah, will leave all the credits here. Code originally from Bath Kame, and qualifier code by Elinovision. So you got those as well. If you want to check some stuff out there. Um, let's see what's we've got some more comments before we're going in on this. Is there another website with critics that review the Eurovision 2023 songs? I love to read reviews and see different perspective. That's why I love your channel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Um, I don't stick around much for news and stuff like that, so I can't really tell you. Where are the carrots? I still haven't bought any. Man, I have a carrot deficiency these days. It's very, very, very sad. JH3, I think Wee Wee Blogs has something like that. Yeah, they review the songs as well. I'm pretty sure they used to, at least. I haven't really been on their website in an eternity, but yeah, you can find some reviews there. Every time Groot says echo, I keep thinking he's gonna say echo in my. Yeah, I've said it so many times when we've done the rankings and stuff like that. ESC sorta, this will get controversial. Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, like, people will disagree with what I have to say. People will always disagree. Let's just hope that what you call. Let's just hope we can all kind of be a bit respectful. Um, I have no doubts that in this chat everyone will be, but when I post this video later and people find it that aren't approving of me, then maybe other words will be said. But I'll just delete those. We'll there's always a solution. Um, I'm used to deleting comments, so uh, can you share the link? It looks fun to do. I can actually, I can share the link. I'll share the link for you. Um, there you go. Okay, let's see. The yellow is hurting my eyes. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. The website is yellow. I can't change that. Shout out to this website for showing why ESC using bright yellow as a background color is a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a very pretty color combination at all of this. But I mean, it obviously has some kind of parallel with Ukraine. So, but yeah, maybe should have done it the other way around with blue being the main color. Hej Groot, hur mår du? Jag mår fint. Tackar som frågar. My phone is like 5% brightness, so the yellow is manageable. Yeah, that's a good choice. I'm blind now. Instead of this, I just use my Eurovision scoreboard. Yeah, you can use that as well, but this one is kind of like it's it's as Mr. Gerbier says here. It's an exhaustive, methodical process. So yeah, there's that. Um, I used the sorter from Song Festival. I'm not familiar with that. Every time I see the leaderboard on my ESC scoreboard, I just get so annoyed. Okay. Why? We with Jury and ESC United do this. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Do you peel your carrots before eating them? Some people apparently don't. No, I don't. You just need the natural taste, you know? Alicia Michelle does a wonderful job too. Does she write reviews? Um, I'm not so read up on what she's doing. Groot and the Peas Around are the best Eurovision reviewers. Well, that's very kind of you to say. P. Gonk. I'm always like so questioning towards how to pronounce your name. I'm terribly sorry, but it is what it is. Uh, no one has the same taste, and that is the beautiful thing about music and Eurovision. Absolutely, Amber. Well said. Like tessellating hexagons, he gives in-depth reviews and tracks the song in context for the country. Yeah, that's nice to hear. Um, good to see. More in-depth reviews for the people, right? Maybe a darker yellow would have worked better for this design. Absolutely, I agree. I was looking forward for this, but didn't remember the name. Thank you, Groot. Oh, I was looking for this. Yeah, no problem. I got you. People peel carrots. Yeah, apparently. Apparently, we're gonna get into the basically all of this. It's gonna take a while. I mean, there are. I'm not sure how long it usually takes, but yeah, we got battle number one, and it's between Norway and Poland. And I don't think that I'm gonna be setting the world in shock if I say that I prefer the song from Norway. So we got that. Then we got We Are One and Unicorn. I think there's a lot more like, do I have to justify every decision that I make? I think like I probably should do that. But yeah, there's more to really grasp about Unicorn. I think it's a bit more out there, interesting. It has a lot of variety throughout and pretty strong production as well. So I'll go for that one here. Then we got Breaking My Heart and Bridges. Yeah, this is an easy one for me. I don't really care for Breaking My Heart, and I quite like Bridges. So because of you and Watergun, kind of the same thing goes here. I prefer Watergun personally. Duje and Future Lover. Of course, Duje was my second favorite in Festivali Kengis, but Future Lover is just great. So yeah. Um, Number six, we got San Marino and Ukraine. This is no contest for me. I love Heart of Steel, so yeah. Now here we go. Oh god. Okay, here they're piling two of my absolute favorites up against each other. We got Tattoo and we got Carpe Diem. Now I kind of need some assistance from you in the chat. Should I be incredibly subjective and just go by what I enjoy the most? Or should I try to be a bit more on the objective side and say what I think is better put together or like in a more well arranged kind of way? Please let me know before I continue here. Um, because I feel like I need some help with what I feel like Tattoo is the most complete package. It's a song that's really like the perfected package. It has everything going for it. The hook is out of this world. The instrumentation is massive. Production quality is grand and phenomenal in its sound delivery, really. And then Carpe Diem is, just this most catchy and enjoyable kind of style that really applies to me as well. A lot of people say subjective. Everyone says subjective. What I enjoy the most. Okay, I'm gonna go for what I enjoy the most, and I'm gonna try and kind of like I will still always, of course, incorporate the objective qualities into it because I think that um, I think that's a very important part of it as well. Like, what do you think is the most complete package? What do you think is mostly well put together? And in this case, I think Tattoo, but I just come back more often to Carpe Diem. It's a song that I really, really click with, and it just fits right up my alley. So I'm gonna go with Slovenia since you're all thinking that I should just go for what I really click with the most, and that would be Carpe Diem in this case. Um, this one's not really a contest for me. I think DGT gets a lot of what do you call it, like unjust despise. But San Luis Espada is just something else. It's such an experience. We got Queen of Kings, a song that I really, really enjoy, honestly. But then we also have I Corazao, which is the just well arranged package of both the show and the song that's so energetic and so constantly enjoyable. I gotta go with I Corazao. Um, This is an interesting one. We got Malta, and then we got the Netherlands, and they're very different songs, of course. Netherlands has a very kind of not an anthemic touch to it, but it's a very pretty quality with some kind of grandness and a bit of class as well. While Malta is just, so much fun, so inviting and charming and catchy and memorable. I think like I just have to go with Malta because this is a song I return to. I very rarely really seek out to listen to the Netherlands, regardless of the fact that I enjoy it. I'm gonna go with Malta. Um, Here's another pretty tough one, of course, because I like both songs a lot. Squadra Luna, massive, massive effort, brilliant kind of flavor to the song that really makes it stand out. It has the kind of like more exotic tones that are foreign to me, and I think they're incorporated really well within the style of music that they're going for. But Aya is Aya, it's simply beautiful to me, and I love the whole switch up concepts of everything going on. It's a very contrasted song. It's packed with dynamics while also having a very beautiful and engaging delivery, and it's so yeah, just gotta go with Aya. Um, Due Vitae or Stay. Of course, I never really clicked with Stay that much when we listened to the Lithuanian selection, but it has been like I wouldn't say that it's grown on me because it really hasn't, but I've grown to kind of enjoy it more than I used to. Still, though, Due Vitae is class in my opinion. I think it's very very well written, well arranged, and obviously very well performed. So I just gotta go with Italy on this one. We go Israel again, and now it's paired up with Iceland, and I'm not really. I like Iceland. I think it's a pretty solidly put together song, but it doesn't really do anything outstanding, and I think that's kind of where Israel gets the edge because it tries to go the extra step, I guess. I think it's an admirable effort in the fact that it really tries to expand itself and actually explore different styles throughout, and I think it has a bit more memorability to it as well. And I think the vocal delivery is very, very like it has a tone to it that I think actually makes it stand out a little bit, while Power is more on the subtle side. Regardless of how much I kind of just love the energy of Power, and I think it's pretty catchy. I'm going unicorn on this one. I gotta say. Um, on this one, I'm going power though. What we are one while I'm kind of like, I mean, it was my personal favorite in the Irish selection, but the song doesn't really spark enough interest in me to go for that one over Iceland. So I'm gonna go Iceland here. Here are two songs that I don't click with, really. Of course, everyone kind of just knows Mama's Ch is so far away from what I kind of enjoy. Um, yeah, it's like what do you say? It's musically speaking, it's the song that I enjoy the least out of everything that's in the selection. Still, though, I kind of see the purpose of it. There is a purpose to the song. There is something to take with you. When it comes to what they say, I think like there's absolutely a story to be told behind it, but I think the overall um, delivery of everything that they wanted to put together in this song doesn't really connect and click and hit through. It feels like Mama's Ch is doing what it wants to do at a better degree than what they say is, because I have no idea what the whole production or basically like the whole instrumentation and the arrangement of it. I don't really know what it wants to be, and then the production quality swoops in with being even more confusing to me. I'm gonna go Croatia on this one, honestly. I can't get behind whatever Greece is doing this year. It just does not work for me. I think it's too scattered and too all over the place arrangement wise. And of course, Croatia is by far a song that I dislike more from a songwriting perspective, but I still kind of approve of what they're trying to do here more. Um, yeah, I have to go Croatia. Well, um, United Kingdom, obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it's a very simple song from a songwriting perspective. I don't really click with that. I think the chorus is catchy, but there are too many things that I kind of disapprove of in terms of its approach that it's taken. I think there are a lot of unnecessary segments that are just thrown in to be tacky, and it feels like a song that really wants to be as careless as possible, but then still kind of tries to take itself a little bit seriously, and that's really where I don't really click with it. Georgia, meanwhile, is a I'd say a well written song musically. Lyrically, we're all still confused of what's going on here. Production wise, it's way too loud. Still, I think it has the edge over UK because of its musical instrumentation and overall arrangement, which is quite chaotic, but it's also quite intense. So Georgia is taking this one for me. Finland against France. I like France, but I love Finland. Not much more to say. I can expand on both of these later on. Finland takes that one for me. Um, Estonia and Spain. Like, here's the thing. Estonia, of course, I like it. It's a very intimate kind of delivery on this ballad. I think it's very well sung. I like the piano arrangement throughout the song very much. Um, Spain is one of these songs that I still haven't really clicked with. I know a lot of people are just floored by it, very engaged by what's going on in it. I very rarely return to it though. And then when I decided to check out the live performance from, I don't know, was it the pre-party in, was it Madrid? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a pre-party lately where AIA was performed by Blanca and her guitarist, and that was everything. Um, and it's one of the most chilling performances I've seen. Like, if that concept for the song was what was gonna go for them, it would absolutely have been right up my alley because I loved the scaled back approach that it took. I thought the vocals got a completely different quality to them, just really flooring me by the contrast that it had with the guitar. And that aspect of this song really clicked for me. As it is here in this case, I feel like the song is very massive, kind of chaotic in a sense as well, and I think that's kind of the what's it called? What they want it to be as well, like the vocal layering that's everywhere, the harmony is very engaging in that sense. The instrumental is very constant. It's reliant on this synth, um, this kind of monotonous synth, along with all of the percussive details. Um, and I still kind of enjoy that aspect, but I just felt like the this more scaled back version, it really sparked something in me. However, let's go back to this kind of battle here. I think AI just has to edge it for me because I think the vocal side of things here is just that engaging and overwhelming. Still, I'm very fond of Bridges, but and regardless of me never really returning to AI, I still really just admire everything that it has going for it. So I'm gonna go Spain with that one. Um, Okay, so we got a lot. We got some. I see some complaints here from Noah. How can you like Norway but not UK? I find Norway's song too basic and bland, but the UK has some interesting features which Norway lacks. They are similar, but the UK has much more going for it. See, different opinions. I completely disagree with the fact that the UK has more some interesting features. I don't think it does. And Norway absolutely has this rhythmic intensity that really clicks with me. But you know, each to their own. It's the way it is. Um, all right, we'll see. Czechia and Germany. I see already. Jason has mentioned Czechia studio version or live. Huge difference. Absolutely. I'm gonna go with studio cuts. I think. Um, quite enjoy both of these. Blood and Glitter is not really like the first time I heard it, I felt like, oh, this is really special. It's actually going to strike a chord with me, but I never seem to return to it. It's a bit on the dragged out side, I guess. And the same thing, kind of not the same thing, but something similar goes on with My Sister's Crown for me because the first time I heard it, I was really engaged in it, and I thought all of these wacky ideas coming out of every kind of angle possible really was something that I really clicked with. But as time has progressed, I feel like I'm never really returning to the song as much as I expected to. Um, Still, I prefer it in this case, but I'm not overly sold on if My Sister's Crown is going to be that high up on my list. We'll see when we get to the end. Here's an interesting one: Water Gun or Break a Broken Heart. I gotta say, Break a Broken Heart is obviously more upbeat, more in your face, but Watergun really has this scaled back tone to it, and also like the progressive build that works for me. I hate the fact that the final chorus in Watergun is cut so short because of the time limit, or just because of poor songwriting, that they didn't prioritize correctly, in my opinion. But yeah, Watergun is absolutely something that hits me more in this case, so I gotta go with that one. In this case, though, I've got to go with Cypress. Because of You is just not a song that really works for me. I think it's very monotonous, repetitive. Break a Broken Heart has an intensity in the chorus. It's very catchy. It has this dominant drive in the percussion as well. I gotta go Cypress there. Next up, we got Australia and Azerbaijan, which is a interesting matchup here. Azerbaijan is obviously a song with very narrow kind of audience, I guess. It's very much its own thing within the entire selection, very folk inspired. Of course, if you remember from the reviews we read earlier today, um, the poorly done white boy rap. Oh, we got a subscriber. I just realized. Welcome Andrew Hayes to the channel. But yeah, as we read in the review earlier today, that this white boy rap was poorly out of place. He thought, while I think it's quite charming. I think it fits the song quite nicely. Like the ending of the song as well. I think there are nice switch ups here and there. I like the core instrumentation of it. Australia, however, is something that I really think leaves more of an impression. It's something you could return to easier. I think there's a lot of potential within the performance as well. It's very inviting and engaging in that sense. I gotta go Australia, even though I quite enjoy Azerbaijan quite a lot actually. But I'm gonna go Australia. Next, we got Armenia and Austria. Of course, I've already said what I think about Armenia here. Austria, though, creativity out of this world, knocks it out of the park. The way that they can kind of mash different melodic inputs and put it together in a complete package with so much energy and just great fun to it. So playful, so well put together. It's loud, expressive, explosive, but everything that kind of just ties in together in what it wants to be. I gotta go Austria on this one. Here we go. Two very, very strong efforts, I'd say. But obviously, as I said with Carpe Diem earlier, I love it to bits. Heart of Steel has so many interesting qualities to it. I love the sound design of everything going on in it. I think the production quality is out of this world. But the enjoyment that I get out of Carpe Diem and just this chorus that it has, the incorporation of backing vocals, the incorporation of varied instrumentation throughout, lots of energy. I gotta go Slovenia. But I still love Heart of Steel. I gotta go Tattoo, but I love Heart of Steel, okay? We're starting to get like the more you do, like the further in you get to this sorter, the more difficult it gets. And here we go. I Curacao or Samu Misa Spada. I can't. Oh, I really can't. Um, Some of Mises Bala is intense. It's gritty. It has sound design that's out of this world. It's an explosive package, great dynamics, very intense to listen to. I Curacao is just a feast. It goes on, it grabs your interest from the very first second of long notes, switches around a lot with rhythms throughout. It stacks rhythms on top of each other. It's so varied throughout. It's intense in a way that Sama Misa Spava is not. It's intense more in this kind of engaging, inviting, very charming way, and it's a show. I gotta go I Curacao. I'm sorry. Sama Misa Spava wins this one though. But yeah, I had to go I Curacao on that one. Sama Misa Spava here though, I think it's more engaging. I think it's more intense. Queen of Kings is a catchy, very rhythmically um, upbeat song that really gets me going. But Sama Misa Spava is a more intriguing listening experience, I'd say. So I've got to go Serbia there. This one's easy though. Sorry, Romania, but this is Queen of Kings. Solo or DGT? Um, Solo as a what's it called? Like as a studio cut, I think it has like catchy qualities to it. It's quite harmless. It's very much on the simple side, but there's still like this kind of bounce to it. This like reggaeton vibe in the background. that actually has some kind of upbeat quality to it. It's very by the books. It's not challenging anything in any way, but at the same time, it's catchy. It's harmless. It knows what it wants to do, and it does it. So I think that works in its favor. DGT, on the other hand, I think in DGT you have like different aspects of it that I really kind of enjoy. I think the vocal performance is absolutely something that is worth highlighting. I think there's a lot of kind of playfulness with I wouldn't say rhythms, but with kind of impacts from different percussive things and also the horns that are incorporated. It's not the most mind blowing from like a production standpoint. I think it's very bare bones in sound design. Maybe that's what's gonna edge it for solo for me. I'd probably say I'm actually gonna go solo, but it's a close one. Sorry, the busker, but Aya is too beautiful for me to get won over by your saxophone and cheeky dance and your fancy sweater. I just love Aya. Now we're cooking though. Swadalishi Luna or Dance Our Own Party? I've got to go Swadalishi Luna here. It's something that absolutely clicks with me. I think it's too engaging and too interesting. The instrumentation is probably what sells it here because it's something unique, out of the ordinary, and regardless of the charm that Malta brings, I gotta go Moldova. Next up, we got Unicorn or Due Vitae. This is an interesting matchup as well. Unicorn is obviously more upbeat, more um, what do we say? It's more upbeat. It has a lot of variation going for it. It's absolutely something that's prepared for a great live show. But as a song, as a studio cut, I don't really think it matches up to the actual enjoyment I get out of Due Vita. Due Vita has a very beautiful chorus. The vocal delivery of it is so palpable. I gotta go Italy here. This one, however, I think Israel edges out Lithuania. I think Lithuania relies too much on its chorus. It has some pretty vocal parts here and there, but it becomes a bit too much on the repetitive side. I still enjoy it, but I think Israel is definitely what um, what stands out more here. So I'm gonna go Israel. Also gonna go Iceland. Actually, I think the energy of that one just edges it over Lithuania as well. However, in this case, I think Lithuania brings more to the table than Ireland. Um, Maybe like Ireland is something that we've. It The thing is that Ireland is a very by the books song within its style and genre, and I think that's what irks most people about it. Lithuania still offers something a bit different to the table, I guess, and has a very sing along friendly tone with it not being very monotonous in the same way that I think Ireland is. Ireland is a bit too much on the unimaginative side, and regardless of the fact that it's a pretty cheerful anthem like pop hook, I think Lithuania just kind of this is a close one for me, honestly, but I think there's more to really take with you after the listening experience from Lithuania than there is for Ireland. But yeah, those are just my 2 cents. Croatia or Georgia? I'm not gonna bother sticking around on this one too much. I prefer Georgia personally. Um, I I guess I prefer UK. Do I? Yeah, sure. Let's go UK. This one I can understand. Some people will probably like EIA obviously has very a large fan base and some people who really just love it more than everything. Uh, However, on the other side of things, that's me with Cha Cha Cha. I gotta go Cha 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 because it's something that I enjoy way too much. I think it's way too just crazy and well polished and put together that I just can't look shy away from it. It's probably the song that I enjoy the most all this year. We're gonna go Cha Cha Cha. This one's interesting though. France or Spain? There's a certain quality to France's song that really has stuck with me. I think there's a nice kind of combination between the different, like the drama from the verses, and then this kind of a little bit of a sassy grooviness in the chorus that's also packed with a bunch of like a classy tone to it. It's a very unique kind of approach taken. and I kind of like the subtleness of it as well. There's a great little input of both drama and suspense while also incorporating something quite catchy and upbeat to it. Um, and AI is mostly just a AI is more like this in your face, very engaging, both performance but also listening experience. Um, this is a tough one for me. These are very close to each other for me. I actually think Spain's gonna edge it just because the vocals are that insane, and I've probably grown to have a more of a soft spot after seeing it live. So I'm gonna go Spain. I had to struggled a little bit between Spain and Estonia, but I think is France gonna take this one? I quite like Estonia. Like the final chorus there with the piano arrangement just kind of winning me over. This is so difficult, honestly. It's really, really difficult. I got 36% sorted. We're in for a long night of just doing this. Estonia or France? Are you gonna kill me if I'm gonna pick Estonia? Like I really like France, but I haven't clicked with it enough yet, I think. I've listened to Estonia more, I'm pretty sure, but that could just be the fact that I heard Estonia first and I've listened to it more times from listening to it in Estilaul, of course, as well. And of course, I've seen Estonia live. I know how good she is, so maybe that wins me over a little bit. I'm actually gonna go Estonia. Sorry, I'm going France on that one though. Water gun or my sister's crown? As said, I really like water gun, but I think my sister's crown is probably the more interesting listening experience. Oh, sorry, the camera is very low right now. Um, I'm gonna go Czech Republic on this one or Czechia, uh, because it's just the more intriguing listening experience, and that final chorus kind of kills Water Gun a little bit. Like that's a major setback in the song, so I'm gonna go Czechia here. I'm gonna go Switzerland on this one though. I can't just really like click with the style that Blood and Glitter is going for. It's not up my alley, and I can't really change that fact regardless of how much I kind of enjoy the whole style and the approach that they're taking. And I think the chorus is catchy in this song as well, but it's just sometimes you just can't help yourself to like a specific type of song, and that's me with this case. At this speed, this gonna take another hour. I'm sorry, Jason. It is what it is. I'm going Switzerland here. Still got 53 people watching though, so I guess people don't mind the speed that much, but I can try and speed it up a little bit. Break a Broken Heart or Blood and Glitter? I'm sorry, Germany, but it has to be Cyprus, I think. Just the intensity of that chorus is kind of what wins me over here. This one, I'm gonna go Germany, though. I feel like Belgium has lost every single battle that it's been put up in, but yeah, Germany on this one. Who the hell is Edgar or Promise? I'm going Who the hell is Edgar here. It's just too much fun and too engaging for me. I love it, honestly. This one's interesting though. Future Lover, which I think has a very wonderful kind of progression within the song. It has a great tone to it. I think the chorus is very memorable. Australia's chorus is obviously also very memorable, but I think, okay, maybe there's one thing that actually pushes one song over the line over the other. I think Australia is too reliant on a very minimal melodic hook that does not interest me. If Dreamer was the song that they gone for, I'm gonna draw the parallel forever, hate me, whatever. But Dreamer would have absolutely been towards the top of my list. But Promise is not Dreamer. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Future Lover. I'm going Promise on that one though. Going Tell Me More here, I enjoy it more, even though that I thought Duje was good, and I enjoyed it in the Albanian national selection. Tell Me More is more up my alley. It's a song I return to more, regardless of all of the redeeming qualities that Albania has. But Azerbaijan is something that I enjoy listening to more. I gotta say. Um, oh God, I'm going Carpe Diem. I love I Corazao. I'm going Tattoo. I love I Corazao. I'm sorry, I love it, but I can't. Going I Corazao here, though. I love Heart of Steel too, but I'm going I Corazao. Okay, I'm going Samu Mrs. Pava. Mm, 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 mm. The rhythmic intensity of Queen of Kings is what really pushes it over the line for me. I love the chorus of how playfully it's arranged with rhythms and how it's actually broken up at parts. And there's like just this constant flow within the song that's so, the bounce in the song is so addictive. And then you have Ukraine, which I should probably highlight as well and add a different layer here as well because Ukraine the revamp, like this whole string arrangement they added at the end, I think it's wonderful. Such a nice like little addition that changes it up. um Schnitzel says, you want to vote Heart of Steel there, and I actually think Schnitzel is right. I really enjoy Heart of Steel. I'm gonna go with it. I'm definitely going Norway here. Yeah. Okay, so what we gotta just kind of establish here, Like an Animal has. You're only on 45%, Group. There are going to be some hard decisions. I know. It's going to be really difficult. San Marino, I think, okay, maybe we shouldn't take this into account, but I think they are really good live. Like, really good. And I think the singer of this group is super charismatic and very comfortable in his vocal delivery. Of course, we have the lyrical side of things here that's really awful. And when the more I think of it, the song is repetitive beyond words. Like there's barely any variation in it. We're gonna go solo. I'm sorry, San Marino. I'm gonna go Romania. There we go. Almost halfway through. Duevite or Aya? I'm gonna go Aya here. I'm gonna go Suada Luna. I like Duevite. It's a class ballad, but it's not something that I return to as much as these other songs. Honestly, um, I like the more I think about it, there's not really any ballads this year that I actually see myself returning to as much as I did with maybe Beautiful Mess in 2017 or Arcade, of course, in 2019 or Hold Me Closer or Die Together from last year. Um, I don't think there's a ballad like that this year. Giovite is among the best in the bunch, but I gotta say I prefer Suarez Luna. It's a song that I return to way more. Yeah. What do we do here? Are we won over by the sax, or are we won over by just this beautiful delivery of Dua Vitae? I gotta be honest, like I've listened to Dance more than I've listened to Dua Vitae, just because of the enjoyment I get out of it. But just kind of this whole arrangement of Dua Vitae, it has to kind of just push it over the line. I'm going Dua Vitae on this one. I'm going Dance on this one. I'm sorry. Like Unicorn, it's very cool, like how the song is structured, how intense some of the parts are. But I just have way too much fun listening to Malta. We're going Malta. This one though, got this another like we got this another one. Like Netherlands is also of course a very strong ballad within the selection this year, and it's a song that I quite enjoy every time I hear it. I think there's a nice flow to it. I think their vocals sound wonderful in the studio cut. I can't comment on the live that you were all talking about earlier. If they sound bad there, then hopefully things can change. But if you judge from the studio cuts, I think that the tone that they have in their voices and how they match together throughout the song is really really wonderful. Um, Schnitzel asks, but where is Israel? I tell you where it is. It's behind Netherlands. I gotta say, come at me. Yeah, Finland, Spain, Estonia, France, Georgia. Didn't really leave a lot of a lot of reasoning there, but yeah, I think Georgia, like the production side of things, there is too loud to really make it win over any of those, regardless of its redeeming qualities with its actual engaging qualities. But yeah, we're moving on to Denmark or UK. Eh, eh. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't care. UK is more catchy, isn't it? Um, Denmark is more, what do you call it? Like you can't. What do you say when there's more effort being put into it? Um, or well, that's the way I interpret it anyway. Like there's feels to be a point within Denmark's song, and there feels to be a bit of creative input and effort to have been put into it to really kind of make it sound like it's something different. UK just feels the most simple side of things for all of the songwriting ideas, and I see a lot of people prefer UK. Yeah, as I say, I don't care, but okay, I'm gonna go Denmark. Regardless of everyone in the chat preferring UK, but yeah, as exactly as Sean said in the chat right now. First comment of the day, Sean, and I agree with you. Denmark is much more interesting conceptually, at least. More accomplished. Yeah, that's a good way of phrasing it, Andy. Yeah, that's kind of what I think as well, Sean. The concept of Denmark I prefer, I guess. UK is slightly better because it's more polished, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, but I guess kind of the creative side of things is where Denmark wins it for me. Sami completely disagrees. UK is much better and more catchy. I'd agree with the fact that it's more catchy, but I think like there's something more intriguing about Denmark for me personally. So I'm gonna go Denmark. Um, Austria or Czechia. This is a pretty tough one. Uh, I would I would think, but I've just grown so much more fond of Austria by every time I hear it, and I've grown less and less fond of Czechia. Not to say that I dislike Czechia or anything, but I've kind of fallen a little bit behind. Like if you would have asked me maybe 3 weeks ago, were the songs out 3 weeks ago? I'm not sure, but back then I would have probably said they're pretty much tied. But I still would have probably gone for Austria, and today I'm definitely going Austria. I have too much fun with it. Mm, this is tough. This is tough. Oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so future lovers or future lover. It's such a great hook to it. I gotta say, and I just love the kind of delivery of mainly like both instrumentation but vocal delivery as well. It's a song that really kind of works for me. Um, My Sister's Crown is so intense though and intriguing. I think I gotta go for Czechia here. I really like Future Lover, but I gotta go Czechia. Going Armenia on this one though, just because of like that ending part of Switzerland, I'm gonna come back to it every time. Like if there is a tough battle, Switzerland's gonna lose out on it because of the abrupt ending to it. The final chorus feels very incomplete. Um, so yeah, I'm going. Was it Armenia or yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, Switzerland lost that one. Switzerland's is it gonna lose this one too? Again, like melodically, I don't click with Promise, but instrumentally, I definitely do. Switzerland has like the wonderful piano arrangement. Honestly, the vocal performance that I think is out of this world great. Like such a characteristic vocal tone. Which one do I prefer? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Switzerland on this one. just because of the very bare, like very minimal vocal that the chorus has in Australia. The fact that the final chorus in Switzerland is cut short is not enough for it to lose this battle, in my opinion. Battle number 72 here. I'm gonna go Switzerland. Gonna go Australia on this one. Okay. Azerbaijan is more up my alley. Cyprus is more memorable. I think like Azerbaijan definitely needs this kind of standout part within the song as well. But the more I think of it, it doesn't need that at all. I'm just talking absolute rubbish because Azerbaijan knows what it wants to do. It wants to be charming and inviting and very, very cozy and just soft and cuddly and actually very warm. And it does that. It does exactly that. We're gonna go Azerbaijan here. We're gonna go Cyprus here. I'm sorry. Like I feel like Albania is losing every battle, but it's gonna be Germany. It's gonna be Albania on this one. I can't click with Belgium. I'm sorry. It's gonna be Albania. Here we go. This is a battle for the ages. Obviously, I love Carpe Diem to bits. I think it's so, so, so great. The songwriting is fantastic. Just the energy of it. It's so much fun. It has such a warmth to it. Very playful. But then you have Aya, which is just the complex songwriting, leading between segments. The instrumentation is out of this world. I just love this whole incorporation of the drum machine, how it leads into these more blissful and just glorious choruses, and then you have the ending. The ending of Aya is probably what pushes it above Carpe Diem for me. This is a close one though. I'm going Aya. Going Carpe Diem here. Going Tattoo here. Going at Curacao. Oh, there's a lot of Moldova here. Moldova is losing everyone. Some of Mrs. Bava. I think I prefer it. Okay. Heart of Steel or Soare Luna. Heart of Steel or Soare Luna. I can't. I have to. I have to. I have to pick something. Come on. Pick something. Um, I'm going Heart of Steel. How do I even justify this choice? I love both, honestly do, but Heart of Steel is just something so gritty about it, especially now when those strings were added for the final chorus. I think that's such a nice touch. It is a song that grabs me more than Suara Shiruna. Suara Shiruna is just so enjoyable and fun to listen to. Heart of Steel grabs me. I'm going Heart of Steel. Damn it! Damn it! I'm going Moldova. I think. I just love the rhythm of Norway though, but oh, I'm going Moldova. Going Norway on this one. I think. Am I? I'm going Norway. How did we end up with this matchup? What's going on now? Italy or Poland? What? How did we go from comparing Italy to, what was it, Norway? Or what was it? And now Italy against Poland. Well, it's obviously going to be Poland, isn't it? What the hell? Yeah, I'm sorry, but what happened here? Poland's going to lose every single. Yeah, it's going to lose that too. Okay. All right. Who the hell is Edgar or Cha Cha Cha? These two are the two songs that I have the most fun listening to by far this year. I think Portugal would probably be third in that kind of context, but these two songs are just wacky, insane, but so well put together. I just love the arrangement of both of them, how everything ties together. Cha 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 has to edge it for me just because of the entire style switch up at the end. It's a song that just I'm completely hooked by every single time I listen to it. I gotta go Cha Cha Cha. Going Austria on this one. Obviously, AI has been a tricky one for me to rank all the way through, and I'm not really sure when it's gonna be a simple choice for me to make. I'm gonna go with My Sister's Crown here. If that's controversial, then I'd understand, but I get more enjoyment out of My Sister's Crown. It's just something about the energy in it, I guess. AII is very captivating and intense in that way, but simply put, I get more enjoyment out of listening to My Sister's Crown, so I'm gonna go with Czechia here. I think I'm gonna go Armenia here. Switzerland is so up my alley. Spain is so intense. I will use that word 5 million times. It's intense. As JH3 says, AII is arguably the hardest ESC song to rank ever. Live is mind blowing, but I don't enjoy the studio version. The thing is, I don't return to listening to it in studio version. Should that be the deal breaker? It's probably gonna be. It feels weird though, like putting Water Gun above it, but I gotta say I enjoy listening to it more, don't I? From a studio cut, but then you have the ending of Water Gun. Okay, Luke actually says something that's actually worth taking into consideration. It's more innovative. I agree with you, Luke. I'm going, yeah. Going Water Gun on that one, though. Like a battle of the piano ballads, but Water Gun has more of the intensity to it. Stop saying the word intensity, come on. But yeah, Water Gun is more engaging for me, has more drive to it. Bridges is cool. Bridges is gonna lose to Promise. I'm sorry, like, go with your gut feelings. I guess I should. Promise wins this one. There's charm in Azerbaijan. There's emotional impact in Estonia. Arrangement wise, I probably prefer Estonia. Vibe wise, I definitely prefer Azerbaijan. I'm going with the vibes, I think. Yeah, let's go for the vibes. Let's go Estonia on that one, though. Um, France or Cyprus? Yeah, I'm going France there. Going Cyprus. Okay, so the thing is, I know a lot of people really like Georgia, but I've been very clear with a very long time that I don't really click with it, mainly down to the production side of things. I cannot listen to this song in a studio cut because the song is overbearingly loud. And it doesn't feel like the polishing has really been put into complete effort there, and that's really what kills it for me. You will see that Georgia will end up pretty low on my list, and I think that I've justified my reason for it. You might think that it's a stupid reason and that it's very narrow-minded, but I can't look away from the fact of it. I can't listen to the song in a studio cut if listen to it carefully because it becomes a very clashing listening experience to me. I just have to kind of put that out there as basically my only reason. And it might sound silly to you, but I gotta stay like true to my own opinion here because I can't listen to it. I'm going Cyprus, going Germany, going Albania. Here is where it starts to get a bit tricky because Belgium is not a pleasant song for me. It's too monotonous, too uninteresting, very up and down. Not something that I vibe with genre wise as well. So here's where I'm gonna go with Georgia. Honestly, it's kind of funny because Belgium is losing every single voting. except this one. Cha 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 or Aya. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew these two would be the ones that I have to pick between. We have two sides. Aya, beautiful, incredibly well arranged, fantastic chorus, wonderful instrumentation. Instrumentation is out of this world. Instrumentation is up there. And the arrangement and the actual creativity of incorporating different time signatures, making sure that the song actually has dynamic switches, and also having this incredible outro to it. Then we have Cha Cha Cha, up very far out in the cosmos of just wacky absurdism done in the most perfected way possible, I'd say. Um, Andy says Latvia versus Finland will decide your winner, Groot. I'm very well aware. I'm very well aware. Cha Cha Cha, I think, is a very, very complete package. What knocks it out of the park is when you see it live as well, but let's not take that into consideration. I gotta admit that, of course, I have more fun listening to Cha Cha Cha. My emotions get evoked way more if I listen to Aya, but there's also an emotion of happiness. It all comes down to kind of what day I'm listening to these, but just that insane energy that I can get from Cha Cha Cha, I think that will be what actually pushes it over the line for me. And regardless of how much love we have for Aya on this channel, we also have a lot of love for Cha Cha Cha. I will go for Cha 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 on this one. It kind of contradicts my votings that we've done, like all the streams where I've voted and I've given Aya higher points. But if it just comes down to it, like what song I feel for, at least in this very moment, that I enjoy the most, I gotta go Cha Cha Cha. Aya is the song that absolutely just hits me the hardest, but Cha 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 is the song that I enjoyed most. Going Latvia here though. I'm going Slovenia here. Oh god. I don't know. Tattoo is a perfected pop banger with like the structure of the song as well. That's something you have to take into consideration. The transitional work. No, actually, okay. There's one transition in Tattoo, which is incredibly abrupt. After the second chorus leading into the breakdown section, that's not a polished transition. Austria is well put together all the way throughout. We're going Austria. You see, these are the most minor details that kind of push one song over the line against the other. Going Sweden here, you're going Portugal, going Serbia. A few weeks ago, I probably would have put Czechia here, but as I said, the song is not as impactful for me anymore as it used to be. Um, I gotta go Ukraine. Let's actually see. I see a long comment here from uh, Luke. Tattoo is not that great of instrumental for me. It's a predictable monophonic beat and lacks some variation that Euphoria have, but Loreen carried the mid-production with her vocal control and presence. See, that's where I did. Okay, we're gonna stick a little bit on Tattoo, I guess. That's where I disagree with you. Um, um, I think production quality wise, like the sound design of everything is out of this world. I love the synth work in the song. You call it a monophonic beat. Um, I can kind of lack of variation. Uh, of course, we can always like draw the parallels to Euphoria, and Euphoria have a very like it has an approach of where the vocal and instrumental don't really work in well, they work in tandem, but they have different rhythmical approaches to kind of combine together and actually create the hard hitting delivery of it. Um, but Tattoo is something where I think everything kind of works in tandem in a different kind of way. Both melody and rhythm from vocal works very well with this kind of backbeat that the synth has in the rhythm in the instrumental. I feel like I need to listen to Tattoo again and really kind of delve into. I think it's just interesting. You call it monophonic. That's not a word I would use for it, honestly. Um, you know what? When we take a break later in the stream, I'm actually gonna be listening to Tattoo and just kind of take that into consideration. I'll think about it. Interesting point, though. I feel like we also maybe we shouldn't always compare it to Euphoria. Maybe that's a bit unfair towards Tattoo. It's its own thing, but yeah. Um, it's always going to be an interesting discussion, isn't it? Let's move back. Czech Republic and Moldova. I said Czechia has been growing off me a little bit. I think that I kind of get more enjoyment out of listening to Moldova just from a very casual listening experience. Um, of course, Czechia is more enigmatic. It's more palpable in its delivery, but Moldova is more fun. Can I say that? Um, I'm gonna do Moldova actually. It's more fun for me. Norway is also tons of fun. I'm gonna go Norway there. Here is where I'm probably gonna go Czechia though. Here Czechia is more fun, but Italy is very, very pretty. Great finale to the song as well. The vocal delivery is out of this world, but we're doing studio cuts only here. And in a studio cut, I'm going Czechia. Going Armenia. Here's where I'm going Italy, I think. Studio cuts, remember. Studio cuts. Okay, I understand that if I'm gonna pick Malta now, some people will just block my YouTube channel. Can't wait for my sub count to drop tomorrow. I have too much fun listening to it. We're going AI out there. We're going water gun. We can always come back to the fact that Promise is a very minimalistic hook that's not melodically too interesting, but it's much more impactful than Burning Daylight. I'm gonna go Promise here, and I'm gonna go Burning Daylight here, and I'm gonna go Tell Me More here. Ooh, Bridges or Unicorn? Unicorn is tons of fun to listen to, honestly. Bridges has been more cohesive, though, let's say that much. And Bridges actually has like this impact that it leaves on me as well. I think I'm gonna go Bridges here. Israel is not that fun. Like, it's not Norway fun. It's not Moldova fun. I'm gonna go France as well. I'm gonna go Israel here, though. Iceland or Cyprus? I am gonna go Iceland. Iceland's more interesting to me and more energetic, which kind of makes me like it more. Break a Broken Heart, definitely here. More intense. I said intense again. Love it. Going Germany here as well. It's something more impactful for me. It's a bit on the dreary side, but um, it has this kind of its own stamp on it as well. And I'm also going Albania here. And this is where I'm going Lithuania. Like the thing is, Georgia. It's actually such a well written kind of song, and actually like really massive and grand, and it should be so 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 great. I just can't shy away from it. Going Georgia here, going Ireland here. Okay, you know what? Should Belgium win, it's probably like its first battle of the entire evening. It's going to be battle number 137, and that's when Belgium's going to win one. Um, there's something more to be admired within Belgium here. It's not too like it's not an as by the books as I think Poland is. So let's go Belgium there. Let's go Poland here though. Yeah, I don't click with Denmark. Let's go Romania. Let's honestly go San Marino because I think San Marino is more up my alley than Denmark is. I think we're done. I think we're done. Um, Should we start from the bottom and move our way up? I mean, we all know what my top two is and everything, but let's start from the bottom. Of course, Greece was my last place. Greece like was in one battle basically. It was up against Croatia and it lost that, and that just put it lost. So, um, yeah, Greece. I can't really argue with the fact that Greece ended up lost. I think that's where I would put it regardless. Obviously, right behind Croatia, which is just not a song that, for me, simply put. Um, I don't really get much enjoyment out of it, but I think there's absolutely a point to be made from Croatia. It has something in it, unlike Greece, which I think is quite on the messy side, regardless of its kind of pretty approach that it wants to take. In 35th, I ended up placing the UK. Yeah, there's that. Probably like the lowest you will ever see UK being ranked on the Eurovision 2023 scoreboards, but that's where it ended up for me. I just despise the lack of ambition in this one. So yeah, we'll move on. Denmark, 34th. Not much more to add. Like I've already talked so much about the songs. Let's just get through the list. 33rd, San Marino, kind of where I expected it to end up. I probably, mm, yeah, not too much of an interesting song, but there's something in it, I guess. 32nd, I placed Romania, so there's that. And then 31st, I placed Poland. So these are my bottom seven. We're moving up into the top 30. And Belgium just made the cut. I guess the energy of that one is kind of what pushes it over the line a little bit. It's upbeat, it's kind of harmless, and it's well sung as well. So it's probably justified to have it 30th. Ireland in 29th, another just very harmless thing. So yeah, Ireland ended up there. Georgia ended up in 28th. Oh, I can see the comments, but I've already justified why I think the way that I think. So yeah, Georgia ended up in 28th. How did Belgium lose everything but become 30th? Yeah, I don't know. Just the way it is. Lithuania 27th, so just outside the 26th for me. Obviously, there's probably more songs from semi 1 than semi 2 up in the 26th, so it's not going to be completely correct. But yeah, Lithuania 27th there, very much middle of the road for me. Albania in 26th, another one which I don't really have much to say about, I guess. 25th, we got Germany up here, Blood and Glitter, which I think is probably like so far. I kind of feel like this is a very relevant list according to my preferences. So I guess Gerbier was correct when he claimed this to be a very methodical way of arranging things. Cyprus in 24th, I think that's probably right. Iceland 23rd. Probably expected that to be a little bit higher, but there are a lot of good songs this year. It's a pretty strong year, I'd say. Israel in 22nd. Cue the comments. France in 21st. That's a bit lower than I expected it to have, actually. I thought that would have probably been around like 15th for me, but no, 21st is where it ended up. Behind Estonia, yeah. Estonia 20th. Azerbaijan in 19th. Probably higher than a lot of people would put it, but I think there's too much charm in it to really kind of win me over in this one. So yeah, there's that. 18th for Netherlands. Yeah, it sounds about right according to what I prefer. Um, just something about the concept of the song as well, and how the duet works in this one in the studio cut at least that I think is really pleasant. 17th for Australia. That's probably about right. Yeah, that's very much where I kind of imagined myself or envisioned myself to actually put it. That looks just right for me. Right behind Watergun. Yeah, that also looks very very right. I think this looks very very correct. Is the math behind this correct? It really seems like it is. Spain 15th, maybe too low for some people. I think it's just right. As a studio cut, it's as a studio cut. Maybe I would actually consider it a bit lower, but it also has like so many redeeming qualities where it kind of wins me over. So 15th, that's reasonable. Of course, many people will kind of just check out when they see this. But yeah, I had too much fun listening to Malta. Malta's my 14th, Italy in 13th. Sounds about right, honestly. Not quite top 10 for me, but still, very, very strong effort and definitely should be up here. Right behind Armenia, 12th. That also seems very reasonable according to my preferences. I gotta say, this tier or this sorter really works. Check it out. Just missing out on the points. Sounds about right, honestly. And Norway is my 1 point. Also sounds very much right. Moldova, 2 points. Yeah. 3 points to Ukraine. Wow, that's I really expected like Ukraine to get like 6 points, but there are too many great, great songs. Yeah, Serbia only 4 points. Wow. I thought Serbia was gonna be in my top five, but of course we have Portugal not making the top five either. 5 points though. Sweden only fifth. First time I heard Tattoo, I thought like, oh, this is gonna be like the best thing. Like obviously we had Cha 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 at that point, I think, and maybe we even had Aya. I don't really remember, but I just felt like, wow, this is the complete package. This is gonna be the best thing ever. And then I ended up placing it fifth. Obviously, Austria came along and just knocked it out of the park. Fourth, I only placed Austria fourth. Yeah, Slovenia third, Latvia second, Finland first. Here you can kind of see my top eight on the, or well, if we can zoom out, yeah, there we go. My top 10 is on the screen right now. How many do we have in common? Let me know in the comment or in the chat. Please tell me how many of my top 10 are also in your top 10. Because that could be kind of interesting to know. But yeah, this is my entire ranking. Before we leave as well, of course, we gotta check my qualifiers, what those ended up being, because you could do that. So yeah, here it is. In semi one, my non-qualifiers are Croatia, Ireland, Israel, Azerbaijan, and the Netherlands. Qualifiers will be Switzerland, Malta, Czechia, Norway, Moldova, Serbia, Portugal, Sweden, Latvia, and Finland. Don't think that these will actually turn into the truth, but we'll see. In the second semi, Greece, Denmark, San Marino, Romania, Poland, and Belgium would be my non-qualifiers. And then the qualifiers would be Georgia, Lithuania, Albania, Cyprus, Iceland, Estonia, Australia, Armenia, Austria, and Slovenia. Kind of interesting how like Estonia was ranked like 20th in my overall list, I think, and then fifth in the semi all of a sudden. That's kind of just very interesting and shows the divide between the semifinals. But yeah, that's it for this ranking. I saw a comment in the chat. Lovely to see how many you got. Gulier has a very similar to 8 out of 10. Same thing for Styro. Um, Very interesting how we have so many in common. Crimson Bear, meanwhile, four. I mean, that's still four. I mean, no one so far has said that they have none in common. I saw a comment in the chat requesting me to do 2022 as well, real quick. Uh, you know me. It's gonna take 1.5 hours to do that as well, but maybe we should just do it. How many will stick around and actually watch even more of this stream? It's 2 a.m. where I am. I have no times to really like catch tomorrow. But if we're gonna do 2022, is anyone gonna be here and stick around for that? I'll try. I'll be more brief on that one because I've talked so much about those songs in previous videos and stuff. Obviously, we can take into consideration the live performances for those as well. But if we're gonna do 2022, is that of any interest? Are we gonna do that? Let me know. Are we actually gonna do that? Because it's it's a massive effort, I guess. More people putting in how many we have in common. Quite a lot actually. Like a lot of 7 out of 10s. Peter with a 6. George will do his ranking tomorrow. Can you copy him the link? Yeah, you can absolutely. I'll share the link again. You got it right here to do the voting tomorrow, then, George, and then you can come back and tell me how many we got in common. I would, but that's because I am in CST, so it's only about 7 p.m. here. Oh, yeah, I mean, time zones, right? JSORA is 8 a.m. here, so good morning to me. Yeah, that's. It's so wacky, like how we have such a difference everywhere, but it really seems like a lot of people are actually gonna stick around for that. Yera will go to sleep in some minutes. Completely understandable. I'm assuming that you're in Europe. Same thing goes for Robert here, who comes in. I haven't seen you in the chat before, Robert, but very welcome. 3 a.m. in Finland. Can't stay awake. Sorry. No need to apologize. You should go to bed. I should too, in all honesty. But this was too much fun. I gotta do 2022 as well. We got some people in Asia. We got some people over in the Americas. Um, we're gonna do 2022 as well. Please tell me. Does anyone have the link for that? If you have the link for the 2022, you guys should go to bed. Period. I can't. The streaming obsession has taken over. Uh, but if anyone has the link for the 2022 one, please share it in the chat. So I got it prepared for when I will come back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I just need a break because we've been streaming for 1.5 hours, even more than that. So I'm gonna take a 5 minute break. I'll be right back. Please, if anyone has the link for the sorter, please post it in the chat so I can access it. And I hope that as many of you as possible will still be around when I come back. So see you. What's it called? See you soon. We say, right? Yeah. Basically, be right back. Um, bye for now.
Let's get away from here. Let's get away from here. Let's get away from here. Strangers stand lost in time with one another. The hourglass takes us further from here. Strangers stand lost in time with one another. The hourglass takes us further from here.
All right, we're back. Welcome back. There are still 38 people who decided to stick around for this little second sorter. I decided to get, as you could hear, an energy drink. I'm just gonna get my straw. I see a lot of people talking about ASC, American Song Contest, in the chat. And I saw, was it you, Jay Sora, who wanted me to review the songs from that competition? Um, I just feel like that would be a bit like I kind of lost my chance of that because I actually decided to watch American Song Contest, the final, um, like a few months after it happened when I was just bored at some point. Basically, like maybe I was sick. Maybe that was the time I had the vid. And maybe that's maybe I watched it then. I can't really remember clearly, but yeah, I've watched the final of it. I absolutely think that the correct song won. It was absolutely like the most complete package of everything in there as well. But there was another song which I really, really enjoyed actually, and I'm just gonna see if I can find it. I'm gonna look up American Song Contest. Surely there's like a playlist or something on Spotify. Um, like it wasn't like a masterpiece in songwriting or anything, but it was a song that I really enjoyed, and I thought it had a pretty ambitious performance to it as well. Um, I just hope that I can kind of recognize it when I see the title of it. Um, it was a younger guy, if that says anything. Hmm. Oh God. I thought his name was like something like Kinnock or something. God. I can't recognize from these titles. Of course, we had Michael Bolton was in it. Um, God, what was New Boot Goofin? No, that was not it. I have all of the songs in front of me here, but Grant Kennock. Oh yeah, Mr. Independent. Yeah, that was what it's called. I should listen to that again because I remember when I watched it, I was like, this one's really cool. It wasn't like mind blowing or anything, but I thought it was really catchy and fun to listen to. So that's the one. Wait, let me just. Obviously, I'm gonna get blocked if I play the song now, but I just have double checked that it is. So I'm gonna mute myself for 5 seconds to just check the chorus. Okay, give me a few seconds. Hell yeah, it's that one. Oh my god, that's so catchy. I need to save that song to somewhere. I really like that song, honestly. Oh, it's a Kids Bop guy. I wouldn't know, but yeah, such a catchy hook. Honestly, I kind of like the vibe of it as well. Like it has this kind of, I guess 21 Pilots kind of sound to it, which I'm very fond of, honestly, and I think it's very charming and very fun. We should probably get to the actual topic of discussion for the remainder of the stream. Just feast your eyes on the wonderful color. Just compare looking at this and looking at this. This is so pleasing on the eyes all of a sudden. So yeah, kudos to the Italian broadcaster last year of actually picking a pleasant color to look at. Um, I kind of noticed that it says the exact same thing here. I think so. There's not really anything different here. So we're just gonna get to it. I think we need to keep this a little bit more brief. This is just gonna be for fun. I'm not gonna try and explain my thoughts very clearly on this one. We've talked so much about Eurovision 2022 on my channel. If you want more in-depth thoughts about the songs um, that were in last year, you could absolutely check out some of the older videos on my channel. I've made tons of them. I've reviewed all of the songs, of course, and then I've also made some videos where I just talked about the semis, the finals, where everything is also including the live performances, basically. So there's a lot of content on the channel if you want to hear more thought out thoughts. I see that we're off to a pretty striking battle to start us off. It's Serbia and Sweden. The song that placed fifth versus the song that placed fourth, basically. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. I think that's fine. Yeah, looks good. Um, So yeah, we're obviously gonna go. I think um, I think I'm gonna go by live performances because we've obviously seen all of these live, which means terribly sorry Sushi Visa, but there's not gonna be a full end Supremacy because when you saw it live, it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Still really great, but not quite there. So we're gonna go from live performances. Hold Me Closer. Spoiler alert, but this is my favorite song of the entire 2022 selection. So yeah, I already spoiled that for you. It's gonna be easy every time that one comes up. Then we got Netherlands and Norway. Two songs which are obviously kind of universally really liked, and two songs that I never really cared for all too much. I like them. I especially like the Netherlands, and Norway is not really something that I really click with. It's fun. It's stupid. Um, yeah, that's kind of it. Netherlands has some more depth to it, and I think it's a very kind of lovely sound throughout the song. A bit on the melodic side. I don't think melodically it's that interesting, but still a very pretty song from a songwriting perspective and stuff like that. And nicely performed, I'd say. I'm gonna go Netherlands there. We got two absolute classics in terms of entertainment for sure. Um, each your salad was unappreciated, I guess. I think that the song actually had very redeeming musical qualities to it, while also being very wacky and insane and just fun. Then you have Trenuletsul, which was just kind of the same thing, but that one worked, and Eat Your Salad didn't. Gotta say that like the charm that I find in the performance of Trenuletsul is something special. But I think that probably Eat Your Salad is a little bit more well packaged. So I'll go for Latvia in this one. Um, you know my thoughts on That's Rich. You also know my thoughts on I Am. I like it. I think it's very catchy. It's incredibly upbeat and just gets me going completely. So I'm gonna go Israel. Spaceman or Fulen. This is where it gets tricky because I just adore Fulen to bits. I think the production is out of this world on it. Um, I think it's incredibly memorable, very explosive, in your face. Has a lot of drama and character to it as well. It's very unique. you just kind of have to put it on a pedestal for all of these reasons. Live, it didn't quite click, both vocally and a bit like layout wise as well. It felt a bit messy. Spaceman was a show, very polished, very well packaged, great song, kind of anthemic, just well written, incredibly well executed. We got two people in the chat saying France. I'm gonna go UK. I'm sorry. Rockstars, I definitely prefer that over the show. Easy. Definitely Snap when you consider the live performance as well. Like the live staging of Snap was phenomenal as well. Yeah, this no, not even a contest. Obviously, I love disco, but I already told you Hold Me Closer is my favorite. Here's where it gets a bit tricky. Incorpore Sano is very its own thing. It's a complete project and it's a complete um, experience to get through. Disco, maybe not so much, but disco has the charm, it has the musical complexity, it has the absolute just kind of dorkiness and love for music that's really tangible in it. Um, I'd probably consider, like, when you take the performance into consideration as well, that I probably think Serbia is the most complete and what do you call it, like tangible of the two. So I'll go Serbia here. Two more songs that I absolutely adore. Of course, we just have to kind of continue with these. Um, yeah, I'm going Portugal. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Schnitzel says I was surprised to see so many people disliked Snap staging. Did people really dislike it? I think it's probably like it could actually be my favorite staging out of all of the songs from last year. Honestly, um, I think so. To be honest, it was just something special. Netherlands or Poland? Oh, Poland's a good one. I'm going Poland. I really like it. Really like it. North Macedonia or Malta? Obviously, this is where something else comes in as well. Um, because as the song on its own, the production quality on North Macedonia is so poor that it sounds like a demo, so that just kind of drags it down so much. But when you saw them live, you don't really consider that too much, and I just kind of hate is a strong word, but I really, really, really don't like it. If you get the reference, you get it. But yeah, I really didn't like the the way that like the approach that Malta took. It was so just overbearingly happy, and I just wanted to turn it off. I'm going North Macedonia. Um, Latvia or Montenegro? I'm going Latvia every day of the week. I'm going Moldova as well. Montenegro never really clicked with me. I found it a bit underwhelming, I guess. Brividi or Sentimentai? Obviously, a lot of people just kind of have grown to despise Brividi because of the performance. I think that people are a bit overly harsh on it. They didn't sound that great together. It's a known fact, but the potential of the song was absolutely there. But if we just judge like from what we saw in the final, um, I guess it just wasn't like the song was worthy of a perfected performance, and we didn't get that. What we got in San Remo, however, they performed it brilliantly there. So it's very unfortunate. If we're going from just the performances that we saw, I think Sentimentai takes this one. Great song. Great song. We got Iceland or Israel. I'm going Israel here. Iceland a bit underwhelming in my book. Very, very pretty. Kind of this transformative listening experience as well. And also, like, stage layout is very, very nice. But also, a bit, at the same time, a little bit uninteresting. And I just have so much fun listening to it. So I'm going for that one. Definitely going Iceland here, though. Yeah, Greece every day of the week. UK every day of the week. France, yep. Slow mo or Jezebel? Slow mo, easy, easy. I never really clicked with Jezebel, honestly. Rockstars or Hope? Hope. This is easy. We're gonna get into the more difficult battles later on, but right now a lot of them are pretty easy. We got Ella and we got Lights Off. Obviously, I loved Ella pre-show. The live performance is something that I only watched once, and that was in the semifinal. I never came back to it. The song I've come back to probably 100 times, if I'm completely honest. I've listened to it so much. Lights Off is not a song that I've listened to that much, but I kind of really enjoyed it. And I think the light show is kind of what pushes it um, over the song qualities of Ella, because Ella was not performed in an ideal manner. I'd say it was very flat in a way and kind of uninteresting. And Lights Off was anything but. So we're going Lights Off. Belgium by a mile. Switzerland by a mile, I guess. Like the thing is though that Bulgaria was pretty good live, but the song is just big no. Two songs that I quite enjoy here. They have similar issues. They're very slow. They're very pedestrian. Never really kicking into gear. Well, Azerbaijan absolutely kicks into gear, but it takes an eternity to get there, which is such a massive setback for the song. But once Azerbaijan gets there, it's one of the most fulfilling listening experiences I've had in Eurovision. Um, Azerbaijan was treated really harshly in this Eurovision. Obviously, they got 0 points in the semifinal from the televote, which is mind blowing. Three televote points, if I remember correctly, in the final. Also mind blowing to me. I get the criticisms that it gets, and I get that they are deserved. I think the song takes way too long to get going. It's very broken up and chopped up, and doesn't really have that cohesive quality to it. But the final minute of the song is. I'm sorry, but the final minute of Azerbaijan is just something out of the ordinary. I love it. Snap or Halo? Snap. Oh, this is an interesting one, honestly. Like Halo, of course, I never clicked with it. I thought it was incredibly monotonous. The song was actually driving me crazy with how this constant bass swap was moving in the same pattern throughout the entire thing. Very, very reminiscent of what the UK is doing this year with the bass walk. That's basically just three notes identical throughout the entire thing. Or well, like the identical intonation, just varied depending on the chord. Austria did the exact same thing last year, except I think they only did two notes. Energy was absolutely there, pretty catchy hook. Live performance was not there. Albania didn't really have the live performance either, but I got more enjoyment out of the song, so let's go Albania. Sweden. Stefania is so catchy, so fun to listen to. Brilliant performance. Love it. Also love Incorporasano, of course. Uh, yeah. River or Saudade? Yeah, I'm going Saudade. Saudade here. Just beautiful. River is very engaging. And I love the contrasts within the song as well. I love the drama that it has. But Saudade, Saudade is just beautiful. So, Yamame is one of the most fun songs to listen to ever. Just love it for that. Eat your salad. Chanoletsu. Circles or breathe. Circles or breathe. What are we saying? I don't think I can pick between these. I'll just go for Studio Cut then, and I think Montenegro has absolutely more interesting qualities to it. Yeah, North Macedonia is a bit flat. I'm going Montenegro. It's not a discussion. I think Israel or Lithuania. Yeah, sorry, Michael, but this is where it ends. Prefer Brividi as well. Like Brividi is a very very beautifully written song. So yeah, there's that. Die Together. Obviously, like the thing is, like Die Together absolutely deserves its praise for the way that it was staged and the way that it was performed live, because it was really, really great. But Die Together, the first time I heard it, it was one of these listening experiences that I thought like I'm never gonna hear anything that just floors me this way. Or like it's gonna take like 3 more years until I hear something like it. Um, Before the show, this was the most complete listening experience I've had, and then you just kind of set the bar way too high. It's very reminiscent of what I felt when I first listened to Arcade, but almost to a degree where it's even more. Um, and you would never be able to match that in the live performance. Um, but it did a very, very admirable effort, and it was almost all the way there. Still love it to bits. I'm gonna go Greece. I have two. I'm definitely going UK there. Definitely going France. Croatia. Slow mo or Hope? This is an interesting one. Hope definitely aligns more with my personal subjective taste in music, but slow mo has the mind blowing performance that just knocked it out of the park. Like Hope was very well performed as well. Choreography though of slow mo is just something you can't like look away from it. It's so addictive. Yeah, we're going slow mo. We're going Hope here though. Rockstars or Jezebel? I kind of feel like I'm going Rockstars here. Jezebel is obviously you have like the tritone chord interval and kind of like the key changes in it, which are quite fascinating. But the song doesn't really keep that thread going. I think not too memorable to me. I mean, the chorus is very on the monotonous side, just kind of relying on chanting Jezebel to create a catchy impact that I don't really click with. I think Rockstars has more of an interesting aspect than in its actual storytelling, and I'm actually going Germany on this one, going Finland on that though. Uh, Going Belgium here. If you've been on my channel before, you know the fact that I loved what Belgium did last year. I know a lot of people didn't. Completely fine, but I loved it. I think this song is tons of fun to listen to as well. Going Belgium. Going Czech Republic there. Going Cyprus there. Snap or Fade to Black. I gotta go Fade to Black. Um, I mean, I gotta go Fade to Black. It like that final minute is not the same with Snap though. Not the same is very like emotionally driven. It's very hard hitting. Like the vocal delivery of it a lot. But it's a bit on the slow side. You know, Snap is more of a constant listening experience. Very calm, very what do you call it, like charming and quite warm and very inviting. And I think probably like the live performance is what kind of puts it ahead. I think. Love the staging of it. I gotta go Armenia. Definitely going Australia there though. Hold Me Closer again, of course. Stefania or Saudade Saudade. I have too much fun listening to Stefania. I think Saudade Saudade is brilliant, really brilliant. But I think I gotta go Stefania. I think I have too much fun listening to it. Going Portugal here though. Um, I mean Serbia is a classic, but I'm gotta go Portugal here. Um, it like just has this mood to it. The warmth that it offers. It just hits me. Gotta go Portugal. Here is where it gets a bit tricky. Like Yamame is one of the most fun songs to listen to there is. Performance is also kind of just noteworthy. I think it knocks it out of the park. I think the charm is absolutely where it should be. I think the instrumentation is wonderful. The inputs of different instrumental of the different instruments that really work in favor for everything that it wants to be. I think Yamame is such a fun song to listen to and fun performance as well. Incorporesano is just like more of this really intriguing piece, and it's something that you can't really just put to the side. It all comes down to the fact that do I have enough fun with Yamame to kind of overshadow what I would consider the brilliance of Incorporesano to be? It's 2:30 a.m. and I'm feeling I've even lost my words. I'm feeling con controversial. There's the word. I'm feeling controversial. I'm going Romania. Sorry, going Serbia there though. Going Slovenia probably. Yeah, I am. Poland, Netherlands. Stripper is not my thing. You know. Stripper is not my thing. The performance is absolutely admirable, but the song is so monotonous. Give the Wolf a Banana. It's not my song either, but I prefer it. Sentimental for sure. Um, no, Brigade is too good of a song to actually be overshadowed there. Eat Your Salad or I Am. This is a tricky one, honestly. I think Eat Your Salad just edges it for me. I Am is probably more fun for me to listen to, but Eat Your Salad actually has like more layers to it that I think are really fun. Yeah, I'm going with Latvia on that one. Same thing kind of goes here, but Trenuletzel is not much of an engaging song in that way. Like something you have to keep in mind as well. Like Israel had a very well packaged stage show. I think like the staging of that was brilliant, and he was fantastic in it as well. I'm going Israel here. Israel gets a lot of like a lot of people really dislike it, and maybe you have your reasons, but I think it gets a bit too much of that. Going Moldova here, have too much fun with it. Iceland's definitely better than Montenegro in my opinion. Montenegro's probably like, I mean, that's rich. When you took away like the kind of just loudness of the actual song that you had, like which was my main issue, I didn't really click with it at any point because I think the production quality was quite poor. Melodically, didn't interest me. The performance was absolutely something that I admire, though. I think it was done in the exactly correct approach that it wanted to. I'm going Ireland. It actually tried. It tried. And it did some like it did the best it could from the material that it was given. So we're going Ireland. Slow mo's great. Die Together is insane. Incredible. I'm gonna go Spaceman. It's too good of a song. Gotta go Fulen. Am I not? Oh god. Can I? Can I go Fulen here? You take into consideration what they performed live, but Fulen is just too good of a song, and Slow Mo isn't really up there songwriting wise. Slow Mo's definitely winning that one though. Hope as well. Yeah, Guilty Pleasure is the most we call it like just middle of the road song in the entire selection here. I'd say there's nothing about it that really speaks to me, unfortunately. It's very underwhelming in my opinion. Jezebel has more to offer as well. You know, the show has insane drumming. The drumming wins it on this one, you know? Fade to Black or Miss You. This is tough for me. This is tough for me. It's actually really tough. I think Miss You has like the overall 3 minutes that you listen to Miss You is better, but the final minute of Fade to Black is just there. But I gotta go for the full package. I think Miss You is a little bit better. I get more enjoyment out of Miss You. So I'm gonna go Miss You. Definitely going Fade to Black there. Probably going Snap here as well, yeah. Not the same or Lights Off. I'm going not the same, honestly. Lights Off is not like it's absolutely something that clicks for me, but it's not something that won me over completely. The light show is cool. It's definitely a performance you'd remember to a certain degree, but maybe not melodically too interesting either. It really relies a lot on the synth work and the kind of club inspired takes that it has throughout the song as well. I'm going Australia on this one. Azerbaijan's Fade to Black or Metallica's Fade to Black, both brilliant. Metallica's Fade to Black is there, you know, it's top tier, top tier. Fade to Black is my favorite Metallica song as well. Just, just throwing that information out there as well. Unforgiven might be second. Oh, we could do it like a Metallica tier list at one day. Fade to Black, The Unforgiven. Those are my go-to songs, I'd say, from Metallica. We're not going to get stuck on Metallica. We're going Albania or Czech Republic, and I'm definitely prefer Czech Republic. I'm also preferring Cyprus. Um, Boys Do Cry had a great like little performance to it, and I like. Okay, maybe the little trumpet segment is actually what wins this one. We're going Switzerland. Going Albania here though. I think like Bulgaria has such a poorly written and arranged song. Regardless of how good they were live, I gotta go Albania here. Going Bulgaria on this one though. Sweden, Ukraine, Portugal. I like Lithuania, but I have too much fun listening to Romania. Oh, this feels awful to just kind of never pick Lithuania, but I can't pick it over these songs. I enjoy them too much. Do I enjoy Slovenia too more than Lithuania? I probably do. Maybe this is where I'm going, Lithuania. Is it? Okay, the shaky camera effects, or whatever it was, like the effects on the camera lens. That's what kills it for Poland. We're going Lithuania here. Going Poland there. I like Brividi much more as a song. Much more as a song. Did you have the performance? I'm gonna go Brividi. I'm sorry, but I gotta go for Brividi. Have fun with Eat Your Salad, but the Deep is probably like the better, more well arranged one here. Eat Your Salad, definitely better here. More well written, I'd say. Gotta go with Israel as well. Obviously, you have like the ambition of the Norwegian performance as well. Like it's very expensive, it's very well thought out and planned out, like the whole concept of everything as well. But I mean, maybe they had a bigger budget than the other ones here. I get more enjoyment out of the other ones here. Probably prefer Norway though. Prefer Iceland there. Ireland. San Marino due to the performance here, I'd say. We got Die Together or Miss You. I love Die Together. I love it so much. So Spaceman or Miss You. Probably gotta go with Spaceman here. This is tricky. I get more enjoyment out of Miss You, I gotta say. I think the chorus is so catchy. I'm gonna go Belgium. It's my subjective list, you know? Which one do I enjoy the most? If I okay, so here's the thing. Studio cut, I would never, or well, never is a very hard word, but I wouldn't really go out of my way to listen to slow mo in a studio cut. I think that it's too uninteresting and just kind of plodding throughout the like going through everything. But the thing that you have to kind of keep in consideration as well is that I think Azerbaijan was really well put together live. I think the staging, like the props, looked great. The lighting was fantastic. He sang it incredibly well. His vocal performance was mind-blowingly good, I gotta say. Um, but Spain is like the whole package, you know. I might regret this later. I'm gonna go Azerbaijan. I'm going Spain here though. Estonia or Armenia? Just the energy of Estonia kind of takes this one for me. Definitely Armenia here, definitely Australia, definitely Czech Republic. Yes, Cyprus takes that one. Germany over Switzerland, I'd say. Finland, yeah, maybe. We got the drumming of Denmark, of course, but I think the staging of Switzerland is really what kind of makes it a little, just slightly ahead. Um, Secret is enjoyable. It's very not very well presented in the live performance and everything. It was a bit chaotic, but the song has like redeeming qualities in it. I think the second chorus is quite strong. Denmark has the drumming. I get more enjoyment out of Albania, I'd say. Probably going Denmark here. I'm probably going Bulgaria here, to be honest. There's more to really write home about in Bulgaria here, I'd say. Um, no, I'm going Croatia here. Georgia is not my thing. Okay, here we go. I know for a fact that these are my top two. When I see them live, when I look at them, I feel like Sweden is just call me biased, whatever. I love Greece to bits. I just gotta go Sweden. It's a song that just gives me so many chills, and I feel like everything is so perfect when you see it live as well. I feel like Greece has the song that floored me the most, for sure. Um, Sweden floored me as well. Don't get me wrong, but Greece really floored me the first time I heard it. They were never going to be able to match the impression that I got the first time I heard it when to see it live. They did a great effort at it. It was pretty much perfect, but Sweden is just it's just that special to me. I love Hold Me Closer so much. I gotta go with Hold Me Closer. I'm gonna go with Die Together as my second place. Spaceman or Stefania? I'm going Stefania. Too much fun. Probably going Portugal here. How fun is Yamame? It's so much fun, but I gotta go UK here, I think. Then we have Fulen or Yamame. I think I gotta go Fulen here as well. Songwriting is too good. Production quality is too good. I'm going Fulen there. Miss you, I think Yamame. You know me, I'll have some controversy. I'm gonna go Belgium there. Am I gonna go Azerbaijan? Am I really gonna go Azerbaijan? I'm going Azerbaijan. I'm going Serbia here. Probably going Spain here actually due to the live performance. Like Slovenia wasn't really that mind-blowingly great in the live performance. I think I gotta go Spain here. Slovenia, Lithuania. There were a lot of great songs this year. Holy, wow! How many battles are we going? 138 battles. This is a tough one. I think Estonia probably just pips Poland to that one. Poland I prefer over Armenia. Live performance of Armenia puts it ahead of Italy, I'd say. Yeah, Brigady is too good. Australia, probably Czech Republic, honestly. Netherlands, Latvia. Cyprus or Israel? Cyprus is too good of a song, but Israel was really well performed. I gotta go Cyprus. I enjoyed the song too much. Israel, Moldova, probably Germany, honestly. Norway, Iceland, Finland, Switzerland, probably Ireland, actually. San Marino was really good live. I'm gonna go San Marino, then Albania for sure. These are too uninteresting down here at the bottom. We got the drumming in Denmark that puts it over the line. Bulgaria, well performed live. Kind of makes me prefer it, honestly. Probably Montenegro over Croatia, but Croatia over North Macedonia. But like I don't like Halo, but I like it more than Malta, that's for sure. Oh, what a battle we got here. Circus Mircus with the most absurd verses out of any song that I can think of until Mama's Chick came along. And I Am What I Am, which I just find despicable due to its just jolly approach that it has. I guess I prefer Georgia. What the hell? Here we go. My list. In 40th place, Malta. In 39th, Georgia. In 38th, Austria. In 37th, I'm gonna run through these. In 37th, North Macedonia. In 36th, Croatia. In 35th, Montenegro. In 34th, Bulgaria. In 33rd, Denmark. 32nd, Albania. 31st, San Marino. That's my bottom 10. Can't really say I can argue much with that, judging from myself. 30th, Ireland. 29th, Switzerland. 28th, Finland. 27th, Iceland. 26th, Norway, which is kind of low for something so ambitious, I'd say, but can't say that I enjoyed more than that. 25th, Germany, very middle of the road there. 24th, Moldova, and 23rd, Israel. We got a bit of like the wacky songs here in the middle, I guess, the more upbeat, interesting ones. Cyprus, 22nd, there in the middle, mainly due to the performance. I think like pre-show, this would absolutely be top 10 for me. Latvia in 21st. Then we got, how can I move it? 20th for Netherlands. I think that's probably very low compared to where a lot of other people have it. But this is a good year. I think 2022 was a really strong year. 19th for Czech Republic, as they were known back then. 18th for Australia. 17th for Italy, mainly due to the performance there. Would have been top 10 before the show as well. 16th for Armenia, which was absolutely elevated by the performance. 15th for Poland there. A very well written song, that one, I'd say. Has a great drama to it as well. 14th for Estonia, just very well packaged, very enjoyable. Really great, I'd say. Nothing really wrong with Estonia. It's just there. Everyone can kind of see and hear that that's just great. I haven't really heard of anyone who really like dislikes Hope by Stefan. Everyone just thought like, this is good, and that was kind of all there was to it. 13th for Lithuania. I expected that to be in my top 10, but apparently not. Definitely expected Slovenia to be in my top 10, but didn't make it either. Spain is outside my top 10. Cue the dislikes. In 10th, I got Serbia. And in ninth, I got Azerbaijan. You're free to leave the channel if you want to. I'm sure you will when you see the eighth place, which is Belgium. In seventh, we got Romania. These are some absurd choices that I put in here, like these three. I understand if they're incredibly controversial and you disagree with them completely. Completely fine. As we clarified earlier and as we kind of agreed all together, subjective opinion is what we're going for today. Sixth, I got France. Regardless of the live performance, it's just too good of a song. Fifth for the UK. Fourth for Portugal. Third for Ukraine. And the greatest top two to ever grace the planet. So yeah, let's actually make sure like that. How many songs do we share in the top 10 this time? Probably not that many, but let me know how many songs do we share in the top 10. Leave that in the chat, please, if you want to. Still got 39 people who stuck around for the entire thing going on here as well. It almost took an hour to do this one as well, which is just insanity. We're almost up on 2.5 hours of streaming. So yeah, there's that. I'm not even sure. Like Jay Sora, you were the one who suggested that we were gonna do this. Did you really leave the channel when I took your suggestion? I'm very very disappointed. Uh, you commented something very long ago, said Yamame final performance is great, and then I guess you fell asleep. So there's that. But regardless, oh, you just appeared in the chat. Well done. Um, regardless, it was fun doing this as well. Took way too long. We said that it was going to be a quick one. We are just going to do 2022 really fast. It wasn't fast, but we did it. So we've done both of them. Bara says I don't remember all the songs. Serbia was my favorite. Serbia's in my top 10, so at least we got one in common. But that's completely understandable if you don't remember all of them. Portugal's apparently 6 out of 10, including all of your top 4. That's a nice one. Um, Andy also, we got 6 in common in the top 10, 4 in common in the top 6, which is also a detail there. Peter says 2, but they're Azerbaijan and Romania. Those are the last that I would have expected to have in common. Azerbaijan and Romania. What? Um, it was faster, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, it was faster, but still. Probably need to re-rank my top because my list has probably changed, but I know Serbia, France, Portugal, Ukraine, and maybe Greece and Sweden. Oh, that we have in common, yeah. What is this slander? Sorry. I'll be nice. Luke, link please. You want the link for this sorter as well? I got you covered. There you go. If you want to do it. Maybe George, if he's still in the chat as well, he was going to do the 2023 sorter, of course, tomorrow. Maybe he'll do this one as well. Yeah, I think obviously since it's almost 3 a.m., this is kind of where I have to end the stream. I'm sorry, but it's been a blast. We've streamed for over 2.5 hours, and yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it. We still have 38 people in the chat. Wonderful. I if you're from Europe, if you live in Europe or Africa, and you're actually watching the stream right now, go to bed. You shouldn't be here because I'm going to bed now. So it's been lovely having you all here. Thank you so much for sticking around on the stream and for all of the streams today, I guess, if you've checked the other ones as well. And yeah, have a good one until I see you next time. I'll be streaming again soon, I'm sure. We'll see if it's going to happen tomorrow or today. But regardless, enjoy the rest of whatever time will pass until I see you again. So have a good one, and yeah, wait, let me just check something before I say bye bye. Let me check something before I say bye bye. Oh wow, this is a terrible way to end the stream. Okay, there we go. Yeah, bye for now. It's been a blast. Hope you enjoyed it as well, and I'll see you whenever I see you. So have a good one, and bye bye.
I am a poor surgeon with an unsteady hand. This operation didn't go as I planned. Was it easier for you to cut me out? Bury my body in the ground and just leave, and just leave like you do, like you do, like you do, like you do. I am a poor surgeon trying to extract the thorns you left inside my back. Was it easier for you to cut me out? Bury my body in the ground and just leave, and just leave like you do.